Before this interview ends, is there anything else you were not asked? Fans want to know. People want to know.
I'm a hooper.
Is there anything you want to address while you're here? Anything else you didn't get a chance to mention you'd like to mention now?
I'm a hooper. I ball out. I got a song with Kanye West and John Legend. You can research, you can Google all that shit, you'll find it. Also, what else can I say? I love kids. I am a kid lover. Not like the dude who fucking had his kid suck his tongue. That shit, whoa. Let's not get into that, but I love kids, man. I love kids.
Anything else?
No. What else can I say? I eat sushi. I love fucking sushi. No, I mean I'm tapped out.
And as previously mentioned, you have 5 kids of your own. The person you were referencing is the Dalai Lama. With the kissing incident there. And when it comes to Kanye West, care to share the stage name you had at that moment?
White Boy. That was my stage name.
The title of that song?
You Know. It's called You Know. John Legend on the hook. John Legend on the keys. Yeah, it's on YouTube. A couple places.
And did you get a chance to work with either of them in person?
Yes.
On the song?
Yes. We did everything together.
Was that the only encounter you ever had with Kanye West?
No. I've been at CD signings with him. I've been on stage with him. I co-headline with him. Yeah.
What is Kanye West really like?
Good person, man. I don't like when people like bring him out to be this type of, but no, man, he got a heart, man. At the end of the day, you know, like people gonna be who they are, but it's a heart in there somewhere. So you can't like judge people off what you see on social media or what the bloggers put out here, man. You gotta really know this person. So that's why I say my advice to people on the internet: if you don't know them, shut the fuck up, or don't say anything at all, or say something positive or happy. If you don't know a person, there's nothing negative you should say about them because you don't know them. Yeah.
Now, how did you two initially meet? Was it that song?
I won a contest in Chicago called Chicago Idol. And it consists of a song with Kanye West. And when I won, they instantly flew me to LA at Record Plant. And there I am with Kanye, Pharrell, Rolling Stones, Clips. They all were in there. And I was in there like, bro. Yeah.
Nervous, intimidated?
Nervous, yes. Starstruck in the inside. I didn't want to be all like a fucking groupie and shit, but I was on the inside like, fuck! Couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I was in the same studio with Kanye and Pharrell showing each other their beats. And that was a blessing. I look at it as a blessing.
Did that make the song, which you recorded right then and there? Mm-hmm. Was that added on pressure?
Yeah. I mean, but it's always something in me. I don't know what my grandma always said. It's always a little fire in me. You know, pressure makes me better. You know, it does. And she always said that to me. And like I say, when it was a time when I was in the studio, I couldn't catch the beat Kanye was making. And he had to help me. He was like, man, it's the same tempo as Champion. We are the champion. And he said you can rap like Benny Siegel rapped. Whack a fella, swap a fella, pop. So it was easier for me. And that's how I did my verse. I did it just like how Benny Siegel did his on Champion.
But it wasn't the Champion sample or anything of that nature. And what age was this?
I was 18. I was 18 years old, man. A little wet behind the ears still.
And who sponsored Chicago Idol, or who put that together? The contest?
It was a guy with a bunch of money in WGCI, one of the biggest stations in Chicago, hip hop R&B, and then that was it.
And when it comes to Kanye West, you being 18 at the time and now 37, as you previously mentioned, seeing him on that success ladder throughout the years, reaching his highest point, did you foresee that coming? Does any of that surprise you?
No, it didn't surprise me because I knew the machine he had behind him. I just wish he'd come back and got me like he said he would have. Because in that studio, and I'm going to say this on camera, in that studio, it was him and Don C together. And they liked me a lot. And they was like, man, we know you in a bad situation. Everybody knew I was in a fucked up situation because the label, they didn't know shit, but they had money. Bad situation. And they told me we're going to come get you. He never came and got me. But I didn't care though, you know. I had a song with Kanye West, you know, but it was me, it's not him. I should have took advantage of it more, you know, but I just wish that we could have been closer through his come up, because he probably, if he would have embraced me more, I would have been better than every fucking artist you had. I'm just going to look dead in the camera and say that I don't give a fuck who signed a good music. If you would have embraced me more, I would have been your biggest. And that's real. And you see what's happening now with no money behind me. No big money behind me. No workers, no PRs, none of this shit. All this shit that's happened to me come from creativity, ideas, and talent, and consistency.
Now, Chicago Idol, was that a contest you won fair and square, or were you the privately
No, that
predetermined
was fair and square. Out of 5,000 rappers. It went from 5,000 to 200 to 15. And I beat them all.
How'd you do that?
Bars. The bars. Spitting a cappella. And Kanye, he just loved that shit.
Was he the actual judge?
He was, yes. He was a judge when it was top 200. He was a judge. And he was a judge when it was top 15.
And were there other judges?
Yep, George Daniels, some people that work for WGCI. But, you know, Kanye and George Daniels were like the main, you know, ones.
What's the best advice you ever received from Kanye West, or most important thing you learned being around him so far?
Don't give a fuck what people think. I think that's the best thing about that. That would affect you, period. If you care what people think, it affect your creativity, it affect your life. Fuck them. That's probably some of the best advice a person can give me is fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And keep going.
And he actually says this to you?
No, he didn't actually say that to me. No, but I could just tell by his demeanor and who he is. That's the best thing.
Was there any other music between you two, you and Kanye, or was that the only song?
No, we did another song. He produced. Me and John Legend did 2 songs, and Kanye, we just did 1.
And are those publicly available or unreleased?
Yeah, they are. The one with me and John Legend is the guy who was working for our label. He posted it one time on YouTube to, I guess, to benefit off of it. I look at everything as just being grateful. I didn't really get any money off the shit. Some things, but I just look at it as a blessing, and I'm here now.
Care to share the names of the titles to any of those songs?
You Know was the Kanye. I got one with Johnny P called Can't Get Out the Game. That was a big one. I got one with Cat Williams called Young Pimp on that album. The album's called No Gray Area. You still can search it. But I just look at it as just, you know, part of my story.
Well, just clarifying here. You have a song with Kanye and John Legend and a song with John Legend.
Mm-hmm. Produced by Kanye.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you have another song with just you and Kanye?
No. Just me, John Legend, and Kanye. And then a song with just me and John Legend.
Produced by Kanye.
Mm-hmm.
And that was called?
See, I don't even remember that song, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. It's on YouTube, though.
Anything else you want to mention about Kanye West? Or a question you weren't asked, people want to know about him?
Like I said, he a good dude. If you see this, Jay, tap in with your boy, man. You know, let's work.